Welcome back to the show. In the previous segment, Jan was able to speak with the new promoter of Mahoning Valley Speedway, Floyd Santee. Now this season, Floyd has instituted the running of the triple 25s for the modifieds.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. There are 3 features where they run the exact same race cars. In the first feature, the lineup is determined by qualification, but in the second and third feature, the lineup is determined by a pill drawing, and the lineup is inverted up from 6 to 12 positions.
Now let's take a look at the highlights from the running of the triple 25s for the modifieds. Don Wagner in the 22 set fast time and nearly broke the track record with a time of 9.629 seconds. At the start of the race, he is able to pull away from outside pole sitter Zane Ziner in the 76. Bobby Jones in the 1 machine is able to fill the gap on the inside and race Ziner for second. One driver working his way through the pack was Earl Paulus in the silver number 8. Here he clears the 08 of John Bennett and runs the outside lane just behind the 3 of Nevin George. While Wagner continued to pace the field through a couple of restarts, the action got tense behind him. Here the 35 of Troy Bollinger loses a top 5 spot. With a lap to go, Paulus challenges Ziner for 3rd place with Wagner and Jones running 1 and 2. Paulus will take the spot as Don Wagner goes on to take the checkers in round number 1.
Don, congratulations on your win. You set fast time and you obviously backed it up by winning this race.
And it's never easy. You know, you start on the pole and try to hold all these guys off, and they're tough. It's a bunch of good cars here. We had a great crowd tonight. The Santees are doing a great job with these triple 25s. I think it's a really good idea. Obviously, because the fan following has been awesome. We're getting some good teams out here. The 100 lappers have been a lot of fun the last couple of years, but change things up. That's what auto racing needs. You know, you got to bring people out of the movie theaters and away from the video games and get them back to the racetracks on a Saturday night.
You came very close to setting the record. Are you going to make some changes so that maybe next time you can?
Well, we always try to get faster every time we come to the track. And a track record, it's something great to set your goals for, but we want the wins. The track record, speed-wise, it really doesn't mean anything. It's just bragging rights. You know, you get to walk a little taller the next time you show up at the racetrack. But you know, you always try to go as fast as you can. So we'll make some changes and we'll be quicker next time.
So in the first 25 lapper, it is Don Wagner victorious over Bobby Jones, Earl Paulus, Zane Ziner, and Nevin George. The pill draw for the second 25 lapper inverted the top 11 cars from the first feature. That placed the 95 of John Markovic on the pole with Kevin Rex Jr. in the 48 alongside him. Rex would take over the lead before a caution flew only a couple of laps in. Don Wagner in the 22 had to start 11th after winning the first race, but it didn't take long before he was challenging for a top 5 spot. Near the halfway point, Rex continues to lead the field while John Bennett in the 08 works to the inside of Markovic for 2nd place. The 3 of Nevin George is 4th, followed by the 8 of Earl Paulus and Wagner's number 22. A few laps later, Rex is about 3 or 4 car lengths on Bennett while Wagner takes the 3rd spot away from George. On the last lap, Wagner makes a bid for 2nd to the inside of Bennett, but can't pull off the pass while Kevin Rex Jr. goes on to take the checkers.
Kevin, congratulations on your win. You started in 2nd place because of the invert, but you were able to keep that and actually win the race.
Yeah, it was a tough race. And in the first few laps, we pulled away from John, and from there the car just kept getting better for the whole race, and we were able to pull off the win.
So do you prefer the 100 lappers from last year or the triple 25s?
Triple 25s that they have going on this year seems like a better series and a better racing going on, because from show to show or race, you could come in, make changes to the car to make it better for the 2nd, 3rd race, which helps out your finish overall.
In round 2 of the triple 25s, it is Kevin Rex Jr. the winner. John Bennett was 2nd with Don Wagner 3rd. 4th went to Nevin George, and Bobby Jones finished in the 5th spot. An invert of the top 7 cars from the 2nd race again placed the 95 of John Markovic on the pole. Zane Ziner in the 76 joined him on the front row. Bobby Jones in the 1 and the 3 of Nevin George made up the 2nd row. Ziner would have the lead on a restart early in the race. Back underway, he is able to clear Markovic, who has to contend with George to his inside. A caution comes out for a spin by Brian DeFebo. Markovic, who had been falling back through the field, goes pit side. Past the halfway point, Ziner still leads while Jones tries to hold off Bennett for the second spot. George and Tyler Haight in the black 16 are side by side for the fourth position. As Ziner comes down to take the white flag, the caution flies again. Jones ends up being pushed to the pit area. The green-white checkered restart doesn't go so well as Bennett gets turned around coming to the white flag. Haight, Paulus, and others get caught up in the incident. The race would finally be completed with Zane Ziner holding off Troy Bollinger to win round number 3.
Zane, congratulations on your win. That was a crazy end there with all those restarts.
Yeah, it was. We had 2 green-white checkers and just didn't know how it was going to end. Such an action track here. But, you know, the car held on there. I had some great restarts, I think, at the end and brought home victory lane.
And you've raced here 3 times and have won 3 times, is that correct?
Yeah, first driver to get 3 wins in the modified. Earl's been cleaning house in the late models, but when we do come here, I think we're a big threat. And, you know, we keep making the car better and better, and these guys keep doing their homework. So, I mean, we got to be on our game, too.
Well, congratulations and thank you.
Thanks.
Zane Ziner takes the checkers in the third 25-lapper. Troy Bollinger came home second. Winner of the second race, Kevin Rex Jr., was third, followed by Roger Koss and Tom Flanagan. Well, there you have it. Some highlights from the triple 25s from Mahoning Valley Speedway on Saturday. Now that last 25-lapper certainly got interesting at the end.
Yes, it did. They had to redo the last 2 laps several times because of crashes.
Well, a great night at Mahoning Valley. Always look forward to being there. Now coming up in the next segment, we go back to Lernerville Speedway. Keep it here. Pit Pass returns right after this.
When you think golf carts, think Jake's Custom Golf Carts. With over 300 stock and lifted carts at their shop, you'll find the cart you need or have Jake's build one to your specs. Custom airbrushing, lift kits, sport shifters, rear seats. You name it, with the expertise and craftsmanship people have come to expect from Jake's. Come see for yourself why Jake's is the nation's premier golf cart provider. Jake's Golf Carts, Route 522 McVeigh Town. Online at jakesgolfcarts.com.